What is going on? Charles Botensten here. If you guys are new to the channel, I am Charles Botensten, obviously, as I just introduced before. So I'm just going to do a quick video. This is something that I actually wrote down the Jordan Peterson video, a bunch of other things on there. We're launching BPI Mail, also a bunch of other things for our business, and it's been very interesting because I haven't actually been in the personal development reading game. I've been listening to a lot of books, but Jordan Peterson, in one of those listening to interviews lately, said something, "You are the creator," and it actually went back to something that I heard someone else say about every single morning. You have the opportunity to do what you want at any time. This is a quick reminder. Is that I had this morning as I'm walking into the shower. I said, holy shit, I have the opportunity to do whatever I want once I leave this gym. Once I leave this gym, I could go to work, I could not go to work. I can eat like shit, I cannot eat like shit. I can make sales calls, I don't have to make sales calls. I can do videos, I don't have to do videos. It just dawned on me. You are the creator of your life. And you're like, oh, okay, that's very woo-woo, Charles. But if you really think about it, and you're thinking about it objectively, not subjectively thinking about it is, well, I have all these problems. I have bills, I have relationships, I have family members, I live at home, I hate my boss or the people under me suck, or my clients are terrible, or whatever the case is, it doesn't really matter, is that if you actually objectively look at it and you say, I walk into work, I do work, I get paid for work. I am in a relationship. I see that person. We are mutually beneficial, I don't know, spouses or boyfriend, girlfriend, or girlfriend, or whatever it is. But if you think about that, I have the opportunity for a new job. I have an opportunity for a new relationship. I have an opportunity to move, to travel, to blog, to video, to write, to speak, to do anything I want every single morning. I have that opportunity. When that clicks, I swear to God, full accountability is what Gary Vaynerchuk talks about. He's like, even if it's not my fault, Grant Cardone recently said it. He said, if I get into an accident, I think, how did I get into the accident? Why was I driving? Even if someone T-bones him, he said. He goes, Tom Bayou from Impact Theory has said this. He said, if a meteor crashes through and kills my wife, I say, I bought the house in that location, it's my fault. That is, as Jocko Willink says, extreme ownership. Extreme ownership of everything. And if we get to that point, and it literally just clicked, as I'm walking into the gym shower, I'm like, wow, I'm the creator of my life. And woo-woo, I've been thinking about it, I'm like, oh, of course, but I have to. And then here's the words I highly recommend is I choose to. I choose to go to work. I choose to go to the gym. I choose to be in the relationship, because that means that you're actually empowering yourself. You're empowering the decision to stay in that relationship or to get out of that relationship, to see the world a certain way or not see the world a certain way, to see your life and your motives and your personality and your circumstances as the way it is, or there's actually room for improvement. Highly, highly, highly recommend. This is the number one thing going into Q4 that you think about, is that whether it's business or relationship or your body or your mindset or whatever the case is that I am the creator. If I am the creator, just play with it. Just play with it. Just test it. Just test it for a little bit. If I am the creator and I can actually create, say, a better body, better relationships, more money, more business, whatever the case is, and I'm not perfect at this. I'm not saying this from a teacher-student. I'm just sharing my thoughts, student-student. It's kind of like, hey, dude, this is the answers to the test. And then you say, hey, dude, the answers are this. We're sharing information. Is that I actually now am walking, obviously today was the first day, walking into work and saying, okay, what today do I need to work on most efficiently? Is it marketing? Is it social? Is it video? Is it business? Is it my clients? Is it my relationships? And then I say, fundamentally, okay, how do I objectively look at this and objectively measure this? Okay, if I make 40 phone calls, I get one deal, so I have to make 40 phone calls. Okay, if I approach 10 girls, 2 of them are gonna say yes. Last night, I approached this pretty girl, she said yes, we exchanged text messages, and I love to ask, I say, how many other guys approach you? She said none. She's 24. She says, I said, what about your friends? Aren't your guy friends, aren't they doing that? Like when I was 24, I just shredded through the bar scene. Like, no, they would rather meet them online. Are you kidding me? For me, that gives me confidence because that's not the way I do it. I would rather just understand that person. So I'm thinking, okay, if I measure this and I track, you could track anything. If I have this food, I'm probably gonna gain weight. If I have this food, I'm not gonna gain weight. If I make 40 phone calls, I'm gonna get a deal. If I approach 10 women, blah, blah, blah. Whatever you want to improve, you have to objectively look at reality and say, if I do nothing, nothing is going to happen. Okay, definition of insanity. Definition of insanity. You do nothing. Do nothing. We'll see how your body turns out, your relationships. We'll find out how your regret turns out. And listen, like I said, I'm not preaching this like I'm a minister, okay? I'm preaching this student to student, all right? So I implore you, Q4, there's a couple of books, obviously Psycho-Cybernetics. Bob Proctor has talked about this for a number of years, is that your mindset is everything. Where is your temperature gauge and where do you want to be? Your temperature gauge is, I'm at 175 pounds and I want to be at 155. Or I'm at making $50,000 and I want to make $70,000. What is that gap? And then you say, you know what? I'm worthy, I'm worth, and I deserve $70,000. I deserve that extra $20,000. And this is the thing is, don't spend it. Don't spend it. Don't overspend it. So you are the creator every single morning. Every single morning, I'm going to think of that. I'm the creator. What do I want to create today? So have an amazing day. Talk to you guys soon. If this is your first video, welcome to the channel. I'm a little bit crazy, but aren't we all? Have an amazing Wednesday. Talk to you soon.